Hello, I'm Perry from Rind and Rind. I'm talking to you today because I've selected 5 British artisan cheeses for you. The mystery cheese box, not so much a mystery anymore, just really good cheese, different every single month that we've been doing for over coming up to 4 or 5 years now, which is kind of incredible to be honest. And that's how our business was formed, how I essentially started maturing cheese. Well, that was long before that. I used to do it for Michelin stars, things like that. COVID happened, no one to sell cheese to. Set up in my garden with myself and my box with some real niche profiles of cheese, and everyone seemed to like it. So we were like, let's carry this on. Now we have a shop, maturing more cheese. It's pretty incredible stuff, and that's all because of your support. Now I've got 5 British artisan cheeses here. In the box you get some biscuits, nice box, you've either received it as a gift or something like that. You've got your tasting notes in the new larger format to make it easier for reading. We always listen to feedback. We are a small independent business. We want to do and yeah, some of you may be settling down for Easter to have this cheese, and I really wanted to captivate that change in the temperature, the weather, the uplifting, half foot in coldness, half foot in warmer. So it's a difficult one to get, but we're here. So let me get into it. So the first cheese up, we have St. Helena, made by Blake Boland. He's now over in Norfolk, instead of Norwich, which is a new location for his cheese. Used to be on the site of Fen Farm Dairy, using them old billiard cows. Found a really nice place just up the road to have their own independence. They had it independent anyway, but their own dairy, their own land, working with they're on a farm, just like Baron Bygod. That farmer really embraces raw milk, which Julie Cheney, that is St. Jude Farm, Whitewood Dairy, is really well known for just supporting raw milk cheeses. She loves what it does to cheese. And the 2 styles she does, well 3, but 2, St. Jude, St. Helena, they basically embrace that environmental. So Julie's very much St. Jude and Blake is very much St. Helena. And you can see the texture is so dense and perfect. The best that it's looking. You've got this kind of mold on the outside, so this is a wash rind, but left a little bit unattended. So you get this mushroomy mucus growing on it. To give it a smell. Mushroom, earthy, forest floor. And just this time of the year, I feel like this cheese, even though they haven't been in that dairy for a year, really embraces that vibe. In the interior, milky light, that's the way it should be. Let's have a taste. Texture is delicious. So dense. I know you're going to say obviously, but so milky, rich and creamy. A really great length there. Salt balance is perfect. Dissipating into a really well salted butter. Little touch of the mushroomy edge on it. That's really delicious. And totally Moorish, as you can see, you just want more and more and more. The complexity in this is in subtlety that it has. And I think that's so masterful. I think that's the best one I've had. It's got this bacon slight finish to it as well to me. Lovely. St. Helena, well done Julie, well done Blake. Fantastic cheese. Next cheese we have up, Somerset. White Lake Cheeses, Roger. After picking up loads of awards at the British and Irish Cheese Awards, we started to hit you guys up with Driftwood. Just changes a little bit more in these months. We've got goat's cheese. This is thermized, so that technically classes as raw, more gentler on the milk into the maturation process. You've got this ring around the outside, a little bit too much rind slip for me. There's not enough of that ingress that's happening, so, but that's fine. It's just a different texture that you have. Aroma, we got such beautiful subtle goat on it as well. I know that's not going to be soapy and peppery. I just know that's going to be all the good stuff from the goat. I'm hungry. Melts away beautifully. Normally it lingers, becomes a bit claggy. Nice lemony, citrus, floral. Back note, slight bit of pepper. That's a really elegant finish. Feels refreshing, that moisture around the outside of the cheese. So technically in judging, they class that as a defect. I quite like the duality of it. So dense. Beautiful, light floral, salt balance, perfect again. These cheesemakers are doing amazing, really nice. I reckon that will convert some people who aren't too keen on goat. Don't tell them it's a goat. If you want people to try more goat's cheese, never tell them it's goat's cheese. Close their eyes. It's all a bit psychosomatic, to be fair. It gets in their mind quite a lot. So next cheese we have up, which is Tunworth. So Tunworth is a camembert style, previously made by Stacey Hedges. I felt like we wanted this hitting this kind of cabbagey itch. So we've got a slight lactic core, thin rind on the top that's there. It's not a full breakdown, it's a lighter one, but you can get this box here, just stuff it in the air fryer for 8 minutes and have a really big unctuous melty cheese, which will be quite nice. Aroma, we got that cabbage brassica, a little bit more dialed down on that, but not too much. Nice density again, quite similar actually to these three cheeses. I normally go for different textures, but quite dense. Lactic, a little bit of acid, bitterness is kind of tonic-y that's in there. Nice finish of cabbage and broccoli. I'd probably cook this one up, guys. I'd probably put it in the air fryer with its boxing. Get a little bit more out of it, actually. I think it's just sort of against those, maybe lacking ever so slightly. I'm honest here, this is really nice. They're all nice cheeses, but I think baking it would give you more of a dimension in the cheese board. But Tunworth was responsible for the renaissance of British artisan cheese, like that Yard Poacher in 2004, just making awesome imitations of French cheeses and getting people excited about French cheese again. So Tunworth has a really special place in my heart. Next cheese we have up, Tom Calver's Westcombe Cheddar. Tasting really good at the moment. I always like to include a cheddar. It seems like you guys love doing that. So essentially you've got 6 to 7 here that I'm looking at the moment. We've got Hafford, Montgomery's, Pitchfork, Isle of Mull, Quicks is here. These are the small little ones. So I just picked what's the best one at the moment, and I feel like acid is missing, lemony. Westcombe has more of a tang to it, traditional cloth-bound cheddar. Aroma is nice. You've got that slight horseradishy, vinegary note that's on there, which is good. So hopefully it should give us what we need. Texture is nice, chewy. I like all my cheddars like this. Really savory. Wasn't expecting that at the front. Horseradishy, clover, green, herbaceous kind of vibe that's in there. That's really nice. Loads of length. Normally Westcombe delivers in length for me in terms of the acidity that it has. This is kind of delivering in the savouriness that it has. Maybe the other three cheeses wipe that out well. Nice. Really great example of a cheddar. Very much sessionable. I don't feel overwhelmed by it, but I'm really enjoying it. Nice. Final cheese up, Beauval, made by Robin and the guys over at Cropwell. Gorgonzola type imitation. These ones recently are losing a little bit more moisture, so they hold together well on the cut. Really nice cheese. We can see the blue veining that's around the cheese. We can see that the cheese seems a little bit stark in colour, but remove moisture from cheese, concentrate the flavour. Sometimes you can go too far. This should be just right. So rather than having a creamy, easygoing experience, it should be a little bit more rambunctious around there. So typical, straight in with the old rich tea, digestive vibe. And that's all it's really giving, that kind of hoppy area, barley kind of area. So dense, but really enjoyable, really savoury. That herbiness is coming through, the digestive is there. Slight touch of that pepperiness, claggy around the mouth. Makes you work with it a bit, move it around the tongue, changes the flavour, the profile, but still sitting in that embedded savoury note that's there. Really long. Finish is really nice. Gives you a nice little hit on the back of the throat. That bit more blue lovers leaning into that area. And that's your lot. That's your 5 cheeses. If you're enjoying this happy Easter and learn more about us, come visit us in Stamford, our shop. We do free tastings, so come to Stamford and we'll literally keep on feeding you cheese after cheese relentlessly with no obligation to buy. So I'll catch you on the next one. Tell your friends and family about us and have a great Easter. Bye-bye.